Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a very special episode of ChluyTalk. I'm your host, Hella Chluy. Today, I got one of my day ones. He makes music, and we grew up together. But before I introduce him, I'm going to roll the intro. Yo, thank you for tuning in to ChluyTalk, man. What's going on? This is my boy, my producer, Lada Beatz. Yo, Lada Beatz, how the hell are you, man?
Hey, what's good? I'm doing pretty good, man. Just chilling, you know.
Yo, man, thanks for coming in. Yo, thanks for joining me as a guest, man.
Hey, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah, man. I definitely wanted to talk with you. And kind of like show you off to my peoples. You know.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like you had a lot to do with my my success with the music. But before we fast forward into the music, let's can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like tell us about how your childhood was, rep your city, all that.
Damn.
Let the people know, because I know, but I don't know, because like I want to get to know you too, because I had an interview with your older brother who have more like more my age, so we kicked it more, but we didn't really start kicking till like after college. We started kicking it tough, like but I just want to see your see how your experience was growing up.
I guess we pretty much grew up similar. I mean, he's my brother, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We just grew up in a small town, Silver Lake, Washington. Went to a small school.
Mm-hmm.
And all we did back like there was like just go to school, go home, make music.
Right. So, and you're the youngest out of how many siblings?
Just four. I got four older brothers.
Yeah. So, what was it like being the baby of the family? I'm the youngest, so my parents kind of like played favorites with me. They that I was allowed to do more things compared to like my older brothers and sisters.
I mean, I guess being the youngest, I always felt like a lot of pressure on me, actually. Just
oh, really?
I don't know. Just because I feel like I have to like try to do better than what they did.
Right. You don't feel spoiled or anything like that?
I don't think our parents really spoiled us like that. Like
my parents are a little different. They were kind of they let me join sports. They let me do like like choir and stuff a little bit. But my sister, they wouldn't let them do nothing. They were really strict on the girls in the family. So you don't have sisters, so I think our parents are very much alike, but we're very much different too.
See, the thing, like my older brother, they got to play sports and got to do all that, and me being the youngest one, I felt like I was left behind with that, like allowing me to go do sports, and it was like they didn't have time for me anymore, or something like that. I don't know.
Did you want to do sports, or did you have other like different type of hobbies?
I was into like basketball too. They're already busy with my older brothers doing sports and all that, so I just went along and watched them play or whatever. But I wanted to play too.
Oh dang! You should have told them, man.
Yeah.
Dang, I would have.
But yeah, I mean, like it wasn't like, was it elementary when I did play a little bit, but it was like nobody would take me to like practice and anything like that, so I had to.
Our parents were busy. They were always,
like everybody's
in the
busy.
woods,
So it was tough. I wanted to play.
Mm-hmm. So how did you get into music? Like growing up, what were your influences? What was like the song that made you like, yo, this is dope music, or maybe I want to do music someday?
And I think Lynn really got me into it, because he's the one that got the keyboard, all the equipment first. So, and I saw you and Lynn making music, so that inspired me too.
Like in the mid-90s, yeah.
Yeah, but
did you have like idols, like, or like
idols at the time, like
like the music that you heard on the radio? Who was the person that like, yo? Because me and Lynn, we had like both Michael Jackson and Selena, huge influences.
Yeah.
Like, did you have different like tastes?
I think I had
music,
different
or is
stuff.
it all similar?
I think I had different tastes, but I did like Bone. I like Cash Money, Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
Hot
that was
Boy,
a good time. Yeah, see,
I think
that was like
Master P, like the No Limit, all those
Soldiers.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like really into those guys' music.
The down south sound, right?
Yeah, I think
the New Orleans.
I always bought Master P's albums because they got, I don't know, their cases was so different. If you remember how it looks, like the ghetto D.
Oh, their artwork.
It's like that weird,
Yeah, with the
artwork,
diamonds and like
the diamond and all that. And I was like,
Yeah.
to me, that got me into buying it though. It's like,
yeah, their presentation
I
was
like-
nice.
yeah, I like collecting those albums. Like
Yeah.
I like Silk Shocker. I think
You like Silk Shocker?
yeah, Silk Shocker was cool. But yeah, I don't know.
So you were more like into hip hop, or did you like, or you like the '90s R&B was kind of like not even in your
I think I like all kinds of music though. Like if it sounded good, it was good. I like always like
Right.
Timbaland. You know, Timbaland's probably my
Timbaland.
top producer.
See,
Aaliyah,
yeah.
like I was
okay,
listen to Aaliyah, Genuine, and all those
yeah,
guys.
that was a good era. So like you said, like
Yeah. And you know, Michael
three-
Jackson was a big influence too. You know,
yeah, I think he was like everyone's influence. Like
Yeah.
there will never be another Michael, but
right?
it sounds like you were born like a few years after, because when I was like growing up, my brothers were bumping Stevie B, like the '80s new waves and freestyle
Yeah,
music.
that's probably why you.
So I think you were born a little bit later, so you didn't
Yeah.
really get to hear that
I
in
didn't
the
catch
household a
that.
lot.
Yeah,
I think
didn't catch that
you
way.
just you caught the other way, which is still a
Yeah.
good era, which I think is important.
that's why I think that's why when
It's-
when I listen to those, it doesn't hit me the same way like the
Right.
Stevie B stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like it's cool, but like I don't know. It's just not my. Oh,
Right. Yeah, it's like to me, it's like it just made me want to dance. But
Yeah.
I like
I see that.
era, and I like the '90s. I think the '90s was the golden era. Like there's really no better era. Like so, whoever grew up in the '90s are really lucky, you know.
Yeah, a lot of
And,
creativity. Everybody was like original. That was the cool thing
Mhm.
about artists just back in the day. You know, like everybody's different. Like you have Biggie, Tupac.
Yes, Biggie's "Ready to Die" album when that came out, I'm like, wow, this is different. The beats and the way
Yep.
he rapped, the swagger, like, you know, I liked all of hip hop. Like West Coast
Yeah.
had their elements,
Exactly.
the Snoops, the Dre's. But when Biggie came out, I'm like, yo, this is something different, because they were spitting different, but like on some player shit, but like more like kind of like
Yeah.
bars too, and they're speaking like
Short
kind of
beats.
like the Wu-Tangs came out. They started speaking like dictionary type vocabulary.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is something new, you know. But I like them both, man. I didn't really care for the East Coast, West Coast, who was better.
Yeah. Me
Fire
too.
is
Like,
fire, you know. It
I like
just sad-
Nas. You
Yeah,
know,
Nas is one of my favorites too.
That's one of my favorite.
So were you a big Tupac fan growing up?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I'm ever like a super fan of anybody though.
Of
Like,
anybody? You just kind of
yeah, like I
a little
like
bit of
music,
everything.
little
Mhm.
everything. You know,
So you don't really
I'm
have like a
like I'm
just
not
a
big
producer.
diehard.
Mhm.
Yeah, producers. You know,
So Timbaland for
like
sure.
Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was big.
Hmm.
I just like the way, you know, his sounds. It's like so clean and and it bumps.
So would
Like
you
the,
say
the West Coast.
okay? Would you say you would you kind of modeled your
I think I try to model that.
your
after
game
everybody.
after Dre, or more like Timbo, or a little bit of both?
I think a little bit of both because like I like the clarity of the West Coast sound, but Timbo just unorthodox. You know, like
Yeah.
he tries different things, and that's the cool thing about it.
Hell
Like
yeah!
when you're making music, you got to just try it. You know.
Try something new. Like it feels like
Try something
almost
new.
every drum pattern's already been done.
Yeah.
So like Timbaland was doing like some halftime.
Crazy bounce.
Yeah, that bounce.
Yeah.
That's the word for it. So that's why I like Timbo. But
Timbo's
let's.
dope.
So like me and Lynn was doing music for the longest time on his Roland
Yeah.
VS 880 EX. And we still remember, he still has it. It still works. He just
Oh yeah,
posted a picture on IG.
I saw that.
And that took
Yeah,
me back.
I saw that.
Like, oh, it's still clean. Like that's
It's
what I
still
like
good.
about you guys. You guys value, like you value the things that had like sentimental value. I told Lynn, don't ever sell that. You know, it
Yeah.
has a lot of our songs on there that we recorded,
Yeah,
and it still works. It's from the '90s, and
yeah.
it still powers and it still records. So high quality music.
And he still
But,
got the MPC too. Like that.
Yeah, the MPC 2000 XL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is like a classic vintage gem, and like, cause like I didn't know that you were a beat maker till like high school, till after or college or something. Because like yo, you
Yeah.
just kind of came out of nowhere. Like nobody told me about you. Like all of a sudden, like I heard these beats and like, wow, he makes beats too. Why'd you tell me, Lynn? Like, and you're making dope ass beats. So I'm like, yo, I gotta work with you someday. So you want to talk a little bit about how you started like playing with the beats and started, you know, like
Dude,
just
like
being self-taught.
yeah, when I first started, like I was just messing around and just because like I said, I saw you and Lynn making music, and I just wanted to get on it too.
Right.
Man, the first beat I made was whack.
Oh yeah, I think we were all like. I mean, it took me
It's so
like I was
whack,
telling
though.
Lynn,
But I,
it took me like 20 years to learn how to rap on beat. So it's
yeah,
being an artist, being a creator. We all
yeah.
start out as at a certain level.
But the funny thing is, like, at the time, I thought it was the shit, though.
Yeah.
But it's like over time, I think it's all about unlearning things. Just trying different things and unlearning like what not to do. Basically, like I don't know. I think that's why it gets harder as you level up because you learn like what not to do and what sounds good and what's the right way to do it. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yeah, I know, I totally understand.
But like in the beginning, it's just like throw sounds all in there and just and just like whoa, it sounds cool. It's different. It's just
and you were using yeah. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. You were using a Lynn's gear to make the
I was using a Lynn's gear. So whenever he was like at work or something like that, or when he didn't want to make music, I was always on it.
Did he teach you anything, or did you have to like kind of learn yourself, like kind of experiment? That's what I wanted to know. Like, did you like?
What the funny thing is? I was one to figure out how to use the MPC
before him. Oh, so you were like, that's what's up. I didn't know that. So this is new. This is dope. So
he didn't know at the time. He didn't know how to like sequence all the stuff together, like hook up the keyboard and all that. I don't think Lynn's technical with all that stuff.
With the wiring, the cable,
wirings and stuff like that. Yeah, the MIDI in and out, like. I remember figuring that out.
Confusing sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it is confusing. Yeah, because we all didn't know what it meant. Like I was just reading the manual and like I figured it out. And it's like, oh shit, this is how you do it. How you separate all the tracks and all that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
At a young age too. How old were you? Like 15, 16?
Yeah, like I was like 14, 15 when I was like.
Dope.
But that shit was interesting. That's the thing about me. Like when I get interested in something, I like dig really deep into it.
That's dope. That's like shoot. Till this day, sometimes I don't know what input, output, like what to do. especially when I'm starting to dig with the cameras now. There's HDMI. I didn't know. It takes a lot. It's trial and error. Just plug in. Sometimes you just gotta push buttons. So that's
okay
why. Like our parents, when they like buy furniture and they have to assemble it themselves, like but read manual and turn and just put it together. That's kind of how I am. Like I don't read no manual. I just try to do it and then mess up. Like, damn it. I should have read the manual.
I mean, I'll try it without reading the manual first, and then you slowly try to figure out all these terms because there's a lot of stuff in there. It's like different,
A lot of
like MIDI in and out. What the heck is that?
Yeah,
what's MIDI? It's like
output,
output. Yeah,
all that sends, aux, all that.
Yeah,
it could be like what's it called? Intimidating or overwhelming. I don't know what the word is, but
yeah. Sometimes it takes so long just for it to click. Like even now, like when you're in like FL Studio, learning how to send the aux, like you said.
Yeah.
Or bust the tracks.
Yeah, busting tracks. I still don't know how to do that on Pro Tools. I use Logic now. Logic's kind of more automatic, but Pro Tools, like, it took me a lot to learn how to bust my effects because the whole time I was using like mini inserts, but that would like bog my computer down. Like, so it's definitely important to, use send. So
we all did that. Just put in a bunch of effects on all the tracks instead of, like you said, send all the tracks into one track with all the effects on that track.
Right.
That makes sense.
So, when you were making beats, what was like the first beat that someone used? Did you produce Varich's I'm running the track.
That's the first one I think that somebody actually recorded. Yeah,
that's a really good beat too. I just wanted to say, and it's a really good beat, and it's actually a pretty good song. Like I kind of wonder why Richard never like released it as a single. I think if he released it today, it would still be a good song, good melody, good beat.
Lynn wrote the song, I think.
Yeah, that's teamwork. I think he did. I think he told me. I think everybody told me. Like even Richard, like that's part of songwriting, and I think that's cool. The teamwork, like we write each other's songs all the time, hooks or whatever. That's especially it feels good to work together.
Right.
Like so.
See, that was just a hard thing making music back then. Like every beat I make, Lynn was never happy about it.
Yeah.
So I guess that pushed me to like try to keep making better beats. So I think that's why like I kept trying to like impress him. I don't know.
Oh,
like
really?
Just trying to like for validation. I guess like am I doing it? Like, is my beat good enough or what?
That's what motivated you to get better.
Yeah.
And listening to like Lynn's beats were fire too. Like he made some good ass beats and a lot of self-produced classics that in my book. I'm patiently waiting. He made a lot of good songs. Like the best is one of my favorites, and Out the Rain. Those are two of my favorite songs. But like even then, I felt like your style is different. Like you can tell this is a Lada beat. Like something about your drums or your bass line is like, yo, that's why I gotta work with you someday because I think you have a very unique style and a lot of clean bass. Like your bass stands out to me. I like, and I think you even even play the guitar. You make some live instruments too. Like
that's what my lady I think and
I like.
Was it my lady? Yeah.
How about you? How did you learn guitar or like even the piano? Like how did you just start?
Just dude, it's just pushing buttons and stuff. Just
all self-taught, right? You didn't take no class or nothing?
Yeah. I just keep pushing it until something sounds right, and then you just practice it over and over again. Then record it, Like that guitar part probably took me all day just to record it and to get it right.
That's dope.
Just plucking the strings.
Dope.
Just melodies,
So it's like you're able to play like the piano with both hands and stuff, right? Like that. Like play.
No, I'm not that good. I haven't even. I just like I said, like practice, like keep find the key.
What sounds good and
then record it. And then move on to the next thing. That's the thing.
Cool. That's dope. And,
I can never be like a musician, piano player that read notes and just play other people's music because I like to create my own. I like to keep it moving.
That's what makes you. Unique. You have your own sound, and So, is there any like do you like what are some of your what's on your playlist these days? Do you like the current music?
I like the current music. What's going on? I like the sounds. It's different.
What's on repeat right now?
What's on repeat right now?
Like what's in your iTunes or whatever your car? What you bump?
Let me think. I've been bumping random stuff. I guess that new Drake, Grease. Is it Grease?
Yeah, with the DJ Khaled. I have to listen to it a couple times. The only thing I heard of the hook, but usually when Drake drops something, I'm usually on it. So I feel like.
What do you think about it? He sounds like The Weeknd on there.
Is it the one where he speaks a little bit of Arabic, or is that the other song?
He's not speaking Arabic or anything, but the way he's singing is kind of remind me of like The Weeknd,
I think I heard something about it. I have to listen to it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really listen to it yet. But usually when I'm a Drake fan, so usually when he drops something, I'm on it.
Yeah.
But lately I've been listening to the Pop Smoke album.
Pop Smoke's dope, yeah.
I think he has that good sound, that good voice, and I think that's what I've been listening to lately. And whatever's on the radio too, whatever sounds good. It don't even matter what genre. Like I like the new stuff. I like the old stuff. Whatever's catchy. So I just wanted to see what you were bumping now. And
I did bump. I was bumping Pop Smoke last week in a couple times. Yeah, that's recipes.
Mm-hmm. Where can people find your music and can they work with you and purchase some beats, stuff like that?
Right now I just make beats and post it on my BeatStar page. Basically, that's where all the producers are putting their music.
Right.
So
it's beatstars.com. Lada Beatz.
Yeah, exactly.
Dope.
Or just go to IG. There's a link in there.
Yes, I got his IG handle right on the screen. So if anybody wants to work with Lada Beatz, hit him up. Do you get a lot of indie artists hit you up from IG? Because I'm trying my best to promote you. Maybe I don't scream your name enough. I always try to tag, show my producer love. I feel like producers need to get the credit. Always got to shout out the producers.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. No, people do hit me up. I send beats to other people too, but sometimes it just nothing. It goes nowhere. So
yeah,
that's why I started the BeatStar page. It's if you really want the beat, then you can go and get it.
Right,
if you're serious about it. Because if I just send it, But there's some people I send beats to. Hopefully they.
Even with me, you sent me a lot of dope beats, and some of them it took me 2-3 years to come up with lyrics. Sometimes I get writer's block.
Yeah.
Like the Bet Plum remix. I still have it. I have the hook recorded. I just don't have the verse. So I think at some point I will get it done. Just as long as that just know that I appreciate every beat you sent, and I'm human and I do have writer's block. So
no, it's all good. You all get blocked. Even with me making beats, man. Sometimes I just
beat block is a thing too. Yeah.
So it's
Cool.
normal.
So, what do you like to do on your free time when you're not working and when you're not making beats? Can you tell us about your life in the Pacific Northwest right now? Like you're in Vancouver, right?
Yeah, I'm still in Vancouver.
It's a
Right
beautiful
now,
city,
yeah, during the pandemic, yeah, it's just I've been staying busy, like working overtime at work. Just
Right.
I went to a couple of the protests too, but
Oh, that's what's up, man.
yeah,
So like it was like really crazy like a month ago
yeah.
with all the protests.
I think it's still crazy in Portland.
Yeah.
Portland's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the news. Like I heard about those armed federal cars picking up protesters. Is that true, or do you saw it too? Or
I've never seen it in person, but I think that's happening. Yeah.
Dang. So damn. I think it's cool that you're like active. Supporting the movement. Just trying to fight like injustice. I think that's important for us, especially because it's not like it's human rights. I think we should all like fight for what's right.
We all should be
like
for it.
So definitely salute you for that. And like they say, silence is violence, I see some of our people like, they act like nothing's going on. But when I feel like the world was crumbling, like that's why I didn't really post for like 2-3 weeks. Like, I didn't feel like being funny. I didn't feel like putting no comedy skits. I'm like, there's a time and place. Just chill, see what we could do, share links, sign petitions,
That's why I haven't been really making that's why I ain't been making beats either, and posting nothing, because I feel like there's so much stuff going on in the world right now. Like, it's just because if I do anything like that, it's just, I don't know, it's like a distraction from
I feel it. Like mentally it affected us, like it drained us, and like, and then just seeing everything on the news, like, and then people say don't watch the news. Well, if we don't watch the news, how are we supposed to know what's going on? So like, but it's like, shoot, what can we do? So I definitely salute you for that. And people's always gonna, it's always gonna be a topic, not just for recently, not for just George Floyd, but it's been around since It's been around since the beginning of time, like with the Rodney King. I feel like racism has always been there. It's just like it may be getting worse, but maybe it's just getting filmed now because everybody got smartphones. Yeah. But like we experienced it growing up. Our brothers experienced growing up. You know how it is.
Yeah. I dealt with it too. Mm-hmm. I think we all did.
Yeah, so I don't even think racism will ever go away, but I feel like there's some sort of change coming, So
I hope so.
The more we fight, the more they say protests don't work, hella changes were made. A lot of bills were passed, a lot of laws were changed because of it.
Yep,
so
exactly. No, it's working. Things are changing.
Working.
You just gotta keep putting that pressure on the government.
Definitely, yeah. So other than that, you've been staying safe. You've been social distancing. I see you doing hikes. So like, I just wanted to ask you. How come you didn't take me on no trails? I like seeing the Pacific Northwest, the waterfall. Like, damn.
Yeah, I'll take you out. I'll take you to one. I know there's a few spots.
All right, cool.
Next time you come out here,
That's a bet, man. So, what are some of the things you like most about the Pacific Northwest? I'm always gonna like speak good things about the hometown because I feel like the stereotype of it raining all the time. It's like they say it's gloomy and depressing, but you got to go see it for yourself before you even talk smack about Washington State. Like you guys got to go see it. A lot of people never been there; they just heard. So like so let them know about what Washington State has to offer, even Oregon.
I feel like we got a lot of nice trails and like hikes to go to, and we got the ocean, the coast right there. So and the mountain. If you want to go snowboarding, you got the best of the world.
We have everything. But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the Oregon coast. It's one of the best coasts I ever seen in my life. Yeah. Remember when we shot "Give You My Name"? Like that was like, I'm like, wow. Yeah. That was my first time there. Like, whoa, all these caves. Like, it's amazing. And
you just gotta come out here like during the right like time though.
Yeah. We do get rain and stuff. Don't get us wrong, but it's like we get all 4 seasons, and the air's clean. We can breathe. We got trees. You know what I mean? Some places don't even have trees. Some people are in the desert.
Yep.
That's why I
so when they come out here, they're like people are amazed by all the trees and the mountains.
Indeed.
Stuff like that.
For sure.
I think we just get too used to it. Like when we live here, it's just like it's normal to us. So maybe it'll look different to other people that come and like visit.
Yeah, definitely. They usually change their mind when they go see it for themselves. And like Washington, like Vancouver to Seattle is only a 2.5 hour drive. It ain't nothing. I used to do that drive almost every weekend. Just visit family.
Yeah.
In Vancouver to Portland, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's only 15, 20 minutes. It's not that far.
Yeah.
I go there like all the time.
Sure. Let's talk about what's your favorite Khmer food?
Favorite Khmer food? Probably like Yahan.
I love Yahan.
Yeah, that's like the best one.
Yeah.
Or Katil.
Katil. Khmer Katil.
I like the beef salad? Playa.
Playa Psycho. I love that too.
Playa Psycho is like
man,
the best,
hard,
man.
it's hard to answer
I miss
when
all
people
that
ask
food.
me. Yeah. So do you go to do you go to restaurants that has Khmer food, or let them know if people wonder if there's any Khmer food in the your area like Vancouver
I don't think there's
or
anything
Portland
right now. Like
Nothing
they used to have a Mekong Bistro, but every time I go there, they close though. So I don't know.
Really? Oh, maybe because the pandemic, a lot of people are temporarily closed for now.
Yeah.
Hopefully they still open. Like I heard of this pandemic had a lot of business shut down. Some are even permanently. So how has the pandemic affected your day-to-day life? I know you still go to work, but do you still kind of iffy about going to the grocery store, or you just order stuff on Amazon like I do? I still go to the grocery store if I have to, but it's annoying to me sometimes.
I get a lot more takeouts though.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know. I just don't want to have to deal with the hassle of going there. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Crazy crowded. Yeah. Dope. Choo. So
how's it out in New York though?
New York right now is super humid right now, but I think we're in phase 4. Like I guess we're like one of the few states that are really containing the virus, because we were the epicenter when it started. Yeah. It started in Seattle, but we were the epicenter by thousands and thousands of cases.
Yeah.
But I think people started just doing what they got to do to contain the virus. But even though it's phase 4, I haven't been on the subway since March. I'm still kind of cautious for not just my health, but for my family's health, my girl and her family, the people in that building. So I don't want to risk going out the subway. Subway. You're exposed to a lot of people in the subway, so
right.
I'm gonna just wait, and just ride my bike if I need to get somewhere else. Everything in my neighborhood, it has everything you need. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I kind of do miss going to Manhattan, Chinatown, get my cathedral. I haven't really had my cathedral because.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully, everything will be all good soon.
Hopefully,
I just feel never-ending, right? Yeah. Let me know if you come, man. I definitely show you around and stuff. We'll definitely kick it,
Yeah.
And come for a few days, because New York is a big city, but.
Yeah, you don't need it.
I think a weekend is not enough to really see what you want to see. I've done. Yeah, I don't want to rush. Srizzle came and stuff. We try to do as much as we can in one day, but it can get draining because there's a lot of
Yeah. Oh, he did. He only went there one day.
Actually, no. He actually went here for 4 or 5 days. But I'm talking about there's other visitors that came from out of town.
Yeah, they just check it out.
Quick, kind of last minute. Yo, I'm in town. Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you do come to New York, man, let me know, man.
Okay.
I definitely give you the New York experience and hang out. It'll be dope for you to. Have you been to the East Coast at all?
No, not that far.
Yeah, I think you'll have it'll be dope experience because it's a lot different. We're 3 hours ahead. The culture is a little bit different. The buildings are a lot of pre-war buildings, a lot of brownstones, a lot of vintage looking buildings. But
that's pretty cool.
I learned to love it. I like it. I like my neighborhood. A lot of tree-lined blocks too. So I'm in Brooklyn, so yeah, let me know, man. How old are you? 30?
34.
34. I feel like we're in our prime, and we need to what I want to do is travel the world more, go to different places.
Yeah, so that's what I need to do too.
Go check out other places. That'd be dope. Is there any other places you want to visit that's in America or out of international?
I don't know. I feel like I visited every place I wanted to visit. But I guess maybe I'm not sure.
You've been to Hawaii though, right?
Yeah, I've been to Hawaii a few
See,
times already.
I've never been there. How is it? Let me know about your experience in Hawaii.
I like Hawaii. It's it's pretty chill. Everybody's pretty laid back, I guess. The beach is so nice.
Is it like hot, or is it hot, dry heat, or is it like humid hot?
I think it's just dry heat.
That's good. I like dry heat. Dope. So that's one of my goals is to go to Hawaii and Puerto Rico.
Sure, we all need to go to Hawaii at the same time. It's more funner when you go with like group of people.
Let me know when you do a group trip. So I definitely want to go out there. Like
I think we are going to. I might be going to in September. I mean the whole group of people we want.
The usuals, like the squad.
The squad. Richard, and all them. Kim Lee.
That sounds fun. Do you guys usually have like get an Airbnb, or you guys got people out there?
I think we're gonna stay with. I think they're gonna stay with Savan.
Oh yeah, Kim Lee's older sister, right?
Kim Lee's older sister. Yeah.
That's dope. Shoot, September.
Yeah. But I say, like, if we get too much people, we would probably get an Airbnb. Like, if there was a lot of people.
Right.
But I still don't know if I'm gonna go yet. It all depends on what's going on with this pandemic.
Pandemic, yeah. September is kind of close. Like
it's coming up too.
Time's kind of flying. Is it what, July, August? It's almost August.
So
August, September.
Pretty short notice.
Yo, it feels like this pandemic is never ending, right? It feels like it's gonna last the rest of the year. Yo, real shit. It's gonna last till freaking Christmas, and then it's gonna. You know what I mean? Especially because of people that are anti-mask, the people that still party. Like, I think California's closed down again.
Yeah, I heard they got shut
down. Crazy.
Because they're like the biggest right now, right?
Yeah, they're number one. They took over.
New York.
And they're at the beaches chilling, you know what I mean? Thinking everything's good. Like, yo, that's like the last place I would go. That's the last place I would go in, like, a pandemic. So many people, you never know, you know?
Exactly. A lot of people flying in and out of there, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and then I don't even want to travel right now, too. I don't want to, like, get stuck somewhere and have to quarantine, you know?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
What if they don't let me back in New York, you know? Yeah, I was supposed to go to Seattle in April for my New Year, but everything was canceled. I'm like, oh, because I didn't think. Did you think this is gonna be this serious? The pandemic? I'm like, nah, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
No,
we've been through Ebola. Like, then next thing you know, this is the craziest thing I've seen in my life.
It got crazy when they started canceling sports. That's when I realized it's pretty big. You know?
Yeah.
If sports gonna get canceled, dude. You gotta expect that. It's gonna be crazy. I mean.
Shit, I thought it was crazier before, a little bit before the sport. Like, I'm like, really? What? Because me in New York, they don't really shut down New York for nothing.
Oh yeah, true.
So they shut down the subways. Like, that's like rarely they shut down the subway. I mean, it's running now because it's in the phase 4. But like when it was shut down, they only limited it for essential workers. But
So is it only like a certain amount of people that can be on a subway at a time, or was it?
I think it's just the essentials. You have to show that you're going to work and stuff. But even then, like people, New Yorkers, they're hard. You can't tell New Yorkers nothing. They just go on there and stuff. And some of them refuse to wear masks and cause a scene. So I just avoided all that. I didn't go to the subway at all, man. Because I usually go every single day. I'm on the subway going somewhere, doing something, go to work, So it's like, but I don't know. Did you feel like But you had to work, or did you have to lock down too at a certain point from a time frame?
I know, like my work, we continued working, man. We're still working, really? Even more.
No way.
Just busier, and I just working more overtime just to stay busy. I don't want. If I take a day off, what am I going to do on my day off?
I feel you. So that's cool that you're blessed to like work and have a job, and so it didn't really affect you financially. So that's kind of a blessing. That some people have, don't have jobs and filing for unemployment, and you know how that goes. Like the system was clogged. Like some people, like my friends, like they said it took them forever to get it, or they don't get it at all, and
Damn.
So it's like
that sucked. I didn't have to like go through that mess. That sounds like it sucked.
Yeah. The pandemic. So enough about the pandemic. What are your like future goals with the music? Do you want to like get your music in placements? Do you want to like maybe have mainstream or like Drake's pick it up, want the music just blow up one time, get a platinum hit under your belt? I feel you have the skills for it, and it's only a matter of time, and you blow up.
I just gotta keep pushing, just keep making music, because that's the thing. Just gotta get better at it. I feel like I always have to get better at it.
Facts.
can never stop learning,
For sure, man. Just keep pumping it out and just keep
Yeah.
being you, having fun with it. Don't forget to have fun. Like to me, I
Right.
love the creative process. I love writing. I love recording. I love mixing. I like everything about the music making process. Music will always be my love, but I
Same
also
with me.
like doing other things too.
I feel like if anything, I can always be nice to be like a mixing engineer. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
your mixes are getting really nice too. Like
Yeah,
I like how you have attention to detail. You have the ear for the music, which is, I think, the sound is really important, and you kind of
Right.
like you're really
Yeah.
leveling
I
up
spend
your
money on the
sound.
sound. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
you have to spend some money on like good sound.
Yeah, you definitely have to
That's
invest in your craft, people. So like that's why I admire you. So it's like, it's cool to when you're starting out, get the free sounds and stuff. But
Yeah, it's cool, but you
goes
need to
for anything.
buy some good sounds, and that's how you
Definitely.
make better beats. You
That's
get
what's
more
up.
inspired too when you hear like some nice sounds. Like
Dope.
that's how I look at it. Like when I hear something cool, like oh shoot, it inspires me to hear dope sounds.
And plugins too, like VSTs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So are you still using the MPC one or what?
No, I'm not using NPCs anymore. I just using FL Studio. I just feel like everything's more quicker in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, FL Studio like really advanced throughout these years. I remember learning it when it was FL1. When I showed McNubb, we started making
That's
beats
pretty
like
dope.
that. And from then it just advanced. Like everyone is using it, and it's like a really powerful DAW and beat creation program.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure everybody heard FL Studio by now. And Lada Beatz and McNubb and Srizzle and like AP, like one of my favorite producers, and we all use FL. And so anybody that wants to get into music, do your research, go on YouTube, check out tutorials. I spend a lot of time on YouTube looking at tutorials on how to do music and videos. How about you? Do you do that the same?
Yeah, I still do that. It's always something new. Like, and a lot of these new kids that's coming up, they come up with a lot of crazy, techniques with it. So, I still learn from them.
That's what's up. Because
learn from everybody actually.
Yeah, that's mainly what I use YouTube for. I don't know. I think it's cool to see like-minded people. Like, I'm not the only one. Like, to me, like, I feel I get everything off YouTube. Like, my knowledge, my entertainment. I always looking at I even watch stuff that YouTube suggests. So you never know. It could be an up-and-coming rapper or music, whatever, or just a documentary. Just I feel like you can learn a lot these days. Like we live in a digital era. Like, I wish like we had this technology back in the day. I think we would have been blowed up.
Yeah, made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah,
for sure. So, is there any producers not named Timo that you rock with now? Maybe that maybe you even
like the newer
you, or that you. I think you went to an Ill Mind class, right? How was that?
The Past the Aux. That's pretty dope. It was just a bunch of up and coming producers from around Seattle area.
Oh, word.
That would just showcasing their beats for him, basically.
So you play some beats for him?
Yeah, I played some beats for him.
So any dope feedback, or what did he say?
Yeah, he liked the beats that I played. I played that Joan Lee song, and he was rocking with it.
Oh, it's not. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Joan.
They need to release that.
It's like he has his whole album. He just had a whole bunch of roadblocks, but it will be released. I actually just spoke to him like on the phone like 2 weeks ago, and he was just going through a move and stuff, and like life, life. But it's still on the project, and it will be released. We don't know if it's 2020 or 2021, but it's coming out. But yeah, that beat was hard, man. I'm happy for you. That so it's like it's gonna be dope, and hopefully you spread word get around, word of mouth, and maybe who knows, maybe J Park wants a lot of beats, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How cool would that be? It's all about networking, so that's cool that you went to networking stuff. So and I think it's important to network with and collaborate with other artists. So are you open to collaborating with other artists, other producers?
Yeah, I did. I don't mind. Yeah,
that's what's
if
up.
it happens. It's try to be organic as possible. I don't want to force anything.
Yeah, like everybody gotta want it. So
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, let's talk about the originals album. How was that process? And I know the process. Maybe the views. Like if you guys didn't know, I did a whole all original album that I released last year around my New Year, around April, and I wanted to do something that was all original, whether it be, had some hip hop. And I wanted it to be in English because, I felt like I have the ability to write good songs and execute good songs. I had one Khmer song. Well, some of them are English. I had to keep the signatures. Lola did very well, in which Lada Beatz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beat went hard. Lola. Yeah, I think that was probably like the one that really like took off. But I really enjoyed Give You My Name too. Like I had to get that beat.
Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool, yeah.
I kind of like, I gotta get this beat.
It worked out.
Yeah, like it just flew, and like lyrics just came out. So it was like, and I really liked the sound of the from start to finish. I felt it was not too long, not too short. It was an EP, and I was glad for you to be a part of it. And
hey, thanks for having me be a part of it,
yeah,
man.
yeah, thank you, man. I felt like a blessing. Like, I feel like you need to, keep on doing what you do, and I think hopefully I want you to be at the top where you belong. Like
Hey, thanks, man.
I'm always rooting for you because I feel like you're very talented. I feel like a lot of us are in the Pacific Northwest, but I think we're like very the underdogs. I still have the underdog mentality. Even though people think I'm popping or whatever, and I never do this for views, fame, or clout or nothing like that. I do it because I do music and comedy or whatever because I truly enjoy it. I just want to entertain, but mainly because I like it. I like my music that I make.
Exactly.
I think it's important for you to like your own beats too. Like you gotta rock with yourself heavy.
Exactly.
So as far as music and your goals, do you want to make it like a kind of a living too? Do you want to make a living off it, or do you just want to work and still do it as a side?
That'd be dope to make a living off it. Actually, it's just doing something that I like to do.
Right.
So I think that's everybody's goal in life is making a living off what you love to do. Like you can do it wherever you want to. Travel the world.
And there's so many other things these days with the changing of social media. Like there's TikToks, there's United Masters where they offer like services where you can submit your music for like video games. Would you be interested in doing like video games scored for like a?
I think it'd be dope.
That'd be dope, right? Like ESPN or EA Sports. I think they have.
Sounds like a lot of pressure to do, to be doing that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have to probably collab with somebody with that.
Yeah. Definitely collab. I think that would be like the a good like avenue to like start like trying to get your foot into like mainstream.
Yeah.
I think placements were good. Like go the RZA route. RZA did a lot of movie scores too.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Like Tarantino films, or something like that. Didn't he do that?
Yeah, he did a lot of those Quentin Tarantino films. Yep.
That's dope. I think that's where the money is, like the long money in music, like just getting your stuff on the radio or even TV commercials. Is there any artists that you're working with that maybe even up and coming artists maybe I don't even know about? Is there like are you looking for artists to work with, or are you kind of just let it rock, or do the people are you looking for artists like you're
I'm not really looking. No, I'm not really looking right now, just because everybody's doing their own thing, like at their own pace too.
For sure.
And I don't know. I just haven't found that person like that rock with like how we were growing up. It was so it was nice that we all had each other working all the time.
We had a dream. Yeah. And we were passionate about it. I think I'm still passionate. Just like
I'm still passionate too. It's just everybody's just so like spread out now, and
we're all spread out, and and we're all like doing our own thing.
Different.
Yeah, time zones too, and work schedules, and like I don't know about you, but I'm not even like kicking it with people locally. I'm still kind of socially distancing. No, I'm talking about like really going in public still. Are you still like going out meeting friends and stuff?
I mean, I'll go out here and there, but
just wear your mask.
You still social distance mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just making sure you're good. Because I care about your health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The COVID-19 thing is real. Like there's people really dying, and
Right.
So what advice would you give to like an aspiring producer, someone that wants to get into music? What tips would you give?
Just keep learning. I mean, you gotta YouTube everything.
Facts.
Get, you know, buy your sounds, buy high quality sounds.
Buy them sounds, man. Invest in your craft. Research. See what plugins your favorite producers are using.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of dope ass music tutorials that I follow. I don't know if name some of your favorite YouTubers that have music tutorials. I like what's his name, Devin on the mix or something.
Yeah, that guy.
He's really
good. Devin's good. Yeah.
Yeah, he teaches a lot about like the mixing, which I love, like the compression, learning about EQ and all that good stuff. So
yeah,
always like try to level up your knowledge, gain knowledge, watching videos, and let's see. Yeah, YouTube. You can learn everything on YouTube.
Just search. I mean, you'll find a lot of them out there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any like on top of my head that like I really watch because I just watch a bunch of random ones.
Same here. I just search.
Sometimes I just you're making beats. You come up with the idea in your head like how to do something, and then you kind of just search for that specific thing. And that's what I do like a lot of the time.
Dope. A lot of beats in the building, man. Shit, we gotta get another one.
Another one. Let's do it.
I might have to just go to your beat stars and just pick it and then just like,
Or if you got a hook or something, you can send me a hook and then I'll try to build around it like I did with a lot of your songs on your album.
Oh yeah, I like that too. I like when when producers can like, that's a skill. Like send an acapella and then you'll find a melody for it and it works. Like those chakrung beats was fire as hell too. So I still want to work on that. I'm still gonna make that.
For sure.
I think it would be perfect for now too. Now that I'm doing more like I'm doing mukbang videos sometimes too. Like before, I wasn't really comfortable eating on camera, so maybe I'll incorporate it. Me eating some chakrung. I think it'd be dope.
Put it in your background music,
or make it a serious song because that beat's kind of hard. It's like really, it could be an actual song too. You just change up the whole. I
have to listen to it again. It's been a while. Like
you sent me two versions: a hardcore one, a trap one, and like a kind of a swaggy one, like a smoother one. Yeah.
Just throwing you some ideas, I guess.
Yeah.
Which one
That's
works?
good. I like how quick you work too. Like I asked for it and you send it right back like same day or the next day. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I like it. I like when it's chemistry like that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, I try to keep it like like fresh as far as like the ideas and stuff. When before if I wait too long, I might forget.
Yeah, I feel it.
Or push it to the back to
right.
back burner or something.
Yeah, a lot of back burners like never come out because we just puts it to the side and we forget about
Sometimes you just gotta try to finish it and just
make it a goal to finish
it. Like even if it's not that good, it's good just to finish the beat or the song, so then you get good at the process of making it. The end part. Because if you quit too early, you never know how to finish the end part of it.
That's a fact. I totally agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta practice it. Like
practicing
finishing something, and just get in the zone and just be okay with it. If it's like you don't want to be too much of a perfectionist sometimes. Yeah, I know that sucks for everybody to hear. Like that's our perfectionist, but when you say you're a perfectionist, it's hard to actually finish something because you can always try to change something up.
Yeah, I know what you mean because sometimes I do find myself trying to be too perfect.
Yeah,
like it's too technical. Like I think the average human here don't have to know all the science. They won't hear what we're hearing. So because like frequencies and stuff like that.
Exactly. Because sometimes when I do hear go back and listen to my old stuff, and I'm like, sometimes there's a lot. I feel like I can change so much in it. Mm-hmm. But the good thing that I put it out already, so I just move on from it.
Right. Yeah, I think when I got Low La, I just kind of wrote it. It just came out and I recorded. I wrote, record, mixed it. I love when things go your way sometimes.
Yeah. And that's what it is. You just gotta keep experimenting.
Feeling it, yeah.
Really, just go with it.
For sure, man.
Sometimes when you do too much or try to do too much, it kind of ruins the energy of it.
For sure.
Because you get so tired at the end, and then the energy kind of lowers.
Yeah, I totally understand. This is part of being a creator. It's just I think we all have similar struggles.
True.
Yeah. So
that's part of being an artist. Then.
Yep, it's about being an artist as well. So, like, if you could work with like one of your favorite artists or producer, who would it be?
Favorite artist or producer?
That's alive right now.
I feel like I wouldn't mind working with Dr. Dre just you know try to get those sound to hit so hard. You know, his
That'd be
beats
so
are
dope. Pick his brain, see what he's doing.
yeah.
His techniques.
It's the engineer part of it.
Yeah, I think you guys would make something dope. Man, I if I could work with someone, I want to work with Skrillex. I've always wanted to work with
Oh
Skrillex.
shit, Skrillex would be dope too.
Just the way he could like manipulate sounds and like
Yeah.
even to his whole dubstep EDM run, I thought that was the dopest thing I ever heard. You know, like
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
like even in today's music, you still hear a lot of EDM sounds throughout, no matter what genre. It could be hip hop, it could be like like Wild for the Night with ASAP. That was a Skrillex beat, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I think so. That was dope.
Yeah, I like that kind of music. It like turn up, but it's like, yeah, Skrillex and maybe Scott Storch. That if I could work with.
Okay, Scott Storch's dope too.
For sure. Yeah, I think we covered a good
Yeah, I think we did.
Keep it music, and then just any shout outs you want to give while before we wrap it up. You want to give any shout outs, anything like that, or any plugs?
Just I don't know, man. But shout out to all my supporters out there, friends, family.
For sure. I mean, thank you for sitting down and chopping up with me on ChluyTalk, man. I'd love to have you back in the future for a follow up because I feel like we got a lot of getting to know each other too, and just kind of working with each other.
Right.
I feel like we have so much more to do. We got so much unfinished business. Let's make some more. Some music or just or just kick it or go hiking. You know what I mean?
I'm down.
Just kick it. We don't even have to make music. I just want to kick it with my peoples.
Yeah, when's the next time you coming out here?
I'm not sure. I gotta see how your guys' cases are. I heard you guys are spiking, or Oregon is spiking again.
Yeah, I think.
So I gotta keep mine.
That's true. Yeah.
So I I just gotta check the cases and gotta see. But I got a flight credit to go back home, so I definitely plan on. My usual move. If I go home, I'm stopping in Seattle, and then from there I could drive down.
How long would you stay out here for? Like 2 weeks, a week?
Usually a week minimum, but sometimes I drag it 2 weeks. Sometimes in a month. I was gonna go for a month in April for my New Year, so I could just spend time with him, do projects, shoot some music videos or whatever. That's what I usually do. But I try to split time in Seattle, Portland. Yeah, I got a lot of friends in Portland, Seattle. Like most of our friends are where you are. The ones that I grew up with. Childhood homies, like the Ends. Shout out to Ends. Shout out to all y'all. Dara, Autumn, Law, your brothers. The usual suspects. Yep.
Yo, there's a lot of beats, and this is ChluyTalk.
See you on the next one.